You didn't start it yet, did you? Damn. Oh, no. Did you start it? All right. There you go. Might need to refresh that though. I'll do that.
You call your Allah, Banyashkar, Banyasha Allah.
You call Yalla Banyashakar Banyasha Allah.
Yahweh Shem Yosha Brakta.
Yahweh Shim Yoshar Brakatah.
La Yashwala.
La Yasha Allah. All right. Go ahead. Copy out.
Let's go.
Flip it over first. All right. With that, everybody can start. A madium. Like a madium means to stand. Wait, a madium, which means stand. We're going to sar. The front walk the dumb, which means to turn the face to east. Hold on. Can I get the other one? Get that one. We're going to read the Lord's Prayer in the last one for that. Abanau.
Abanau.
Shabashama.
Shabashama.
Fadah.
Fadah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Walafaka.
Walafaka.
Taba'a.
Taba'a.
Azizaka.
Azizaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratazah. Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashma.
Bashma.
Tanana.
Lakam.
Lakam. Ka.
Ka.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Salagna.
Salakna.
Kabawatna.
Kabawatna.
Salakna. Kabawatna.
Kabawatna.
Wala.
Wala.
Tabi'ana.
Tabi'ana.
Wanasawan.
Wanasawan.
Abo.
Abo.
Aishana.
Aishana.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Kamalagwa.
Kamalagwa.
Hala.
Hala.
Wadapara.
Wadapara.
I
love you. Amen.
And in English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
in earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debt.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom.
thine is the kingdom
And the power.
and the power
And the glory.
and the glory
Forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Next, we have the power in the last one for Dash. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Abkashah.
Babkashah.
Latanana.
Latanana.
Haka.
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 Allah Pa'a.
Lapa'a.
Kamakala.
Kamakala.
Kamarawa.
Kamarawa.
Haka.
Haka.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Amatazaraya.
Amatazaraya.
Haka.
Haka.
Lahakli.
Lahakli.
Hamathi.
Hamathi.
Haka.
Haka.
Awakawa.
Awakawa.
Latamal.
Latamal.
Lagawashan.
Lagawashan.
Ba'asham.
Ba'asham.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Tawar.
Tawar.
Amen. Lord,
Lord,
in the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushua,
please give us the power.
please give us the power
to heal.
The power to heal
all manner of sickness.
all manner of sickness
all manner of disease.
and all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean
The
spirits.
power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be
Thank
it.
you, so be it.
Now we have the bless Israel and the last one for us. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'asham.
Ba'asham.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Rakanau.
Rakanau.
Ba'asha'al.
Ba'asha'al.
Waha.
Waha.
Ba'yat Sapari.
Ba'yat Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Ba'asham.
Ba'asham.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Water.
The water.
Amen.
Amen.
What we just said was Lord,
Lord,
in the name of Yahweh
in
Shai,
the name of Yahweh Shai,
bless us
bless us
and
and Israel
and the school,
and the school.
in the name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be.
Thank you, so be it.
Next, we have the Psalm chapter 121 in the last one for that. Aisha,
Aisha,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahahari,
Ahari,
Mahayad,
Mahayad,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Azari,
Azari,
Azari, Ma'an,
Ma'an,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Wa'aratazah, Al-Yatan,
Ayatan,
Mamawat,
Mamawat,
Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Yayashon,
Yayashon,
Shawamor,
Shawamor,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Zalka,
Zalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyumka,
Yamyumka,
Yawamam, Hashamash,
Hashamash,
Layakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Kalra, Yashamar,
Adnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yashamar, Hazaka,
Babawak, Maita,
Wa'ai,
Avalam. Psalm 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my
From
help?
whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from
My
Yahweh,
help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
shall neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is the shade.
Yahweh is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time
from
forth.
this time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Now we have the Psalm chapter 83 and the last one for Dash. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Adamayalaka,
Adamayalaka,
Altakarash,
Altakarash,
Altashakwat,
Altashakwat,
Al,
Al,
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awayabyaka,
Awayabyaka,
Yahamayawan,
Yahamayawan,
Wamashana,
Wamashana,
Yaka,
Yaka,
Nashawa,
Nashawa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Amaka,
Al-Amaka,
Yamwa,
Yariyamwa,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayaitazawa, out to the Bawanyaka,
out to the Bawanyaka,
Amarwa, Lakawa, Unakati Adam, Magawi, Wala Yazakar, Sam Yashal, Awada, Kaya, Hawaitazawa, Laba, Yakabwa, Al-Yaka, Baryat, Yakaratwa, Ahali, Adawam, Washmalim, Mawab, Wahagari, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Halashah, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Gama Shavor, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawat, Labani Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadya, Kasiyah Sarah, Hayabia, Banakol, Poyashwan, Nashamagwa, Bayan Dara, Hayawa, Ladama, Shaitamwa, Nadayamawa, Kaira, Wakazabak, Wakazalmanai, Kanasai Kamwa, Ashor, Amarwa, Nairashah, Nanawa, Nawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shaitamwa, Kagala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rauka, Kaash, Dabair, Yair, Wakalahaba, Salahat, Hariyam, Kantar Dogma, Masairika, Wabasawapaka, Dabahalam, Malaa, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shumka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa,
Ayai,
Wayakapawa, Wayabagwa, Wayabagwa, Da'aiwa.
Waya Daiwa.
Hayata.
Hayata.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tabarka.
Babarka.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Yawan.
Alka.
Alkaha.
Rajza.
Arataza. Psalm, in the, this is the Psalm chapter 83 in English. Keep not thou silent.
Keep not thou silent,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace,
And be not still.
and be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thine enemies make a tumult,
And they that hate
and
thee,
they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people,
And consulted
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them
and
off.
let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Yasha
That the name of Yasha
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
They have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one
with
consent.
one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of
The
Edom
tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes
and the Hagarenes
of Baal
of Baal
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
the inhabitants of
with the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also was joined with them.
Ashur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of
They have
Lot.
opened the children of Lot,
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kisan,
at the brook of Kisan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for
They
the earth.
became as dawn for the earth.
Make their nobles
Make their nobles
like Oreb,
like Oreb,
and like Zaid,
and like Zaid.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as a
all
Sabbath,
their princes of Sabbath,
and as Zamunah,
and as Zamunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take to
Let
ourselves
us take to ourselves
the houses of God
the
and
houses
possession.
of God into possession.
Oh Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth they wood,
as the fire burneth they wood,
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute
So
them
persecute them
with thy temper,
with thy tempest,
make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm,
with thy storm,
fill their faces with shame,
fill their face with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and
forever.
troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may
that
know
men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
The blessings, prayer, the last one for us. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Miyaka'ala.
Wa Ma'aka'ala.
Wa Allahai.
Wa
Allahai.
Matazad Ya'ah.
Matazad Ya'ah.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Ha Allah Wap
Ha
Yahana.
Allah Wapya.
Hasaranya.
Hasaranya.
Ekwata Zayoya.
Akwata Zayanya.
Ekali Yoya.
Akaya Yonya.
Waha Kwati.
Wa Akwati.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Wa.
The water. Aman. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh,
And Yahweh Shai.
and Yahweh Shai,
And Michael.
and Michael,
And the angels.
and the angels,
Commanding General Yohana.
commanding General Yohana,
The general.
the generals,
The captain.
the captains,
The officers.
the officers,
The troopers.
the troopers,
And the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
Thank you, so be
thank
it.
you, so be it.
All right, that SAR. I'll sit that down.
I'm Google. Go ahead and blow a horn.
All right, with that, Shavia. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah, Yahweh Shemar Tamba Hashem Yahshua. This is the Isupk that started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, in 1969. Can you get that door for me? We are the commanding General Yohana, here to teach the truth of the Bible to so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians are the real Israelites according to the scriptures. It being the Sabbath service. Sabbath service is where we actually read the Bible in chronological order. So we've been picking up in the book of Exodus, where we're going to start off in Exodus chapter 15. For those of you tuning in online, those of you in the classrooms, of course, we're going to use the interlinear Bible in the Bible Hub app, which you can download for free. Sir, did you want this? Did you want this spot, sir? Come on, As I was saying, the Bible Hub app is an app you can download for free on both iOS and Android. They make sure to download that app. It's very important that we do so, especially for those that tune in to our Hebrew classes on Fridays. that'd be a good time to gather up as many questions as you can from the Hebrew that we read using the Interlinear Bible on the app, so that you can go over them during our classes that are on Fridays to help better prepare for when we read during the Sabbath service. So it's always a good idea to continue to practice the language so that you can follow along with us as we read it. And brothers that we've been raising up here in our schools have been getting more and more fluent with being able to read the language, and in doing so have slowly but surely started to remember those words and start to actually use a lot of those words during their everyday speech. So most high in Christ for that, to see us come back to our culture and continue to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and just take on our entire culture all the way back to where it's supposed to be. All right.
That's right.
So again, follow along with us on the Bible Hub app. We're going to be going in and starting off at Exodus chapter 15, and we're going to start at verse 1.
Khan. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 1. In the Hebrew, Az, Yashayar, Masha, Waba, Naya, Yashra'ala, At, Salakia, Ata, Hashaya, Hashayar, Haza, At, La Yahawah, Waya Marwa, La Amar, Ashaya Salakia, Ashayara, La Yahawa, Kaya, Ga'a, Sawa, Ra Kabwa, Ramah, Bayam. Verse 2. Isaiah, Wazamara, Yaha. It's like Yah. Wayah, Haya, Laya, Layasha, Wa, Ai, Za, Alaya, Wa Anai, Wa, Hawa, Alahaya, Abaya, Wa Arama, Salaga, Wa Aram, Mana, Han. Verse 3, Yahweh, Ayash, Malachama, Yahweh, Shamawa. Verse 4, Maraka, Bath, Parai, Wakaya, Lau, Yara, Bayam, Wama Ba Khar, Shala Shayawa, Saba Iwa, Bayam, Sawap. Verse 5. Tachamath, Yakasa Yamawa, Yara Dawa. So like Kanawakan. Yara Dawa. Bama Tazawa Lath. Kamawa. Aban. Verse 6. Yamaya Nak. Yahweh. Na'a the Raya. Bakach. Yamaya Nak, Yahweh, Tara, Aitaza, Awa, Yab. Verse 7. Wabarab, Ga'a, Wan, Nak, Tahara, Salaki, Tahar, Salakia, Taharas, Kwama Yak, Tashalach Haranach Ya'akalamawa Kapash. Verse 8. Wabara Wach Apa Yak Na'ira Mawa Mayam Natazabawa Kamawa Nad Nazala Yum Kwapa Awa Tahamath Balah. So like Balab Yum. Verse 9. Amar Awa Yab Ara Dap Ashayag Achalah Laqua Shalal Tamala Salaki Tamala Amawa Napash Arayak. So like Arayakwa Karabaya. So Karabya. So like Karabya. Thawara Yash Mawa Yadya. Verse 10. Exodus 15, verse 10. Nasha Path Bara Wa Kar. So like Bara Wa Hak Kasamawa Yum Tazal Lawa Ka'ai Wa Parath Bamayum Adaya Rayum. Verse 11. Maya Kamaha La'a Ba'alam Yahweh Maya Kamaha Na'a Dar La Dash Nawa Ra Thaha Lath Asha Pala. Verse 12. Nata Yath Yamaya Nak Tabala I Mawa Arataza. Verse 12, verse 13. Nakha Yath Baka Sa Dak Aim Zawa Ga'alath Nachalath Ba'ai Salakia Ba'ai Zach Al Nawa Quada Salakia Quadash Dashka. Salakia, how do you say that word, sir? Quadash Quadashk.
What a shock.
Quadashak. Verse 14. Shama Iwa. I'm Mayum. Yara Gaza One. Kayal. Achaz. Yasha Baya. Pala Shat. Verse 15. Az Nabahalawa Allah wa Paya Adawam Ayalaya Mawa Ab Ya'a Khaza Mawa Ra'id Napa Gawa Call Yasha Baya Kana'ain. Verse 16. Tapal Ayla Yaham Ayamata Wapakar like a Baga Dal Zara Wayak
Go to the English. You just gotta read up. That's all good, though.
Osalakin.
No sweat.
Okay, go to the chapter 15, verse.
Verse 1.
Okay, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 1 in the English. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously, and it's like gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea.
Ooh-wee.
Verse 2.
Ooh-wee.
The Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him a habitation, my father's God, and I will exalt him. Verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Verse 4. Pharaoh's chariots and his host hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains are also drowned in the Red Sea. Verse 5. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Verse 6. Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, hath dashed in pieces the enemy.
Right.
Verse 7. And in the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sittest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble.
You know, a Christian, right, gonna read this, and what they're gonna say? Yeah, God loves everybody. You know what I'm talking about? God loves everybody. At that instance, God didn't love everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? When the Lord destroys this here Babylon the Great, America, the Lord is not loving everybody. You think what I'm saying? Right now, as Hispanics is getting persecuted, right, and everything is going on, right? Does it look like the Lord loves everybody?
La, sir.
Then how can somebody fix their lips to say this thing? You know what I'm talking about? But you know what we can say? The Lord loveth who he chasteneth.
Right.
So that must mean the Lord must love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And with the blast of thy nostrils, the waters were gathered together. The floods stood upright as an heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them.
Ain't that what they say now? Isn't that what Donald Trump is saying right now to my Hispanic brothers? I'm gonna pursue you. You know what I'm talking about? Isn't ICE pursuing all my Hispanic brothers right now? Right? Isn't he trying to overtake them? Isn't he trying to destroy them? Right? Right. I just seen a video where there was a blind brother sitting at the bus stop with a what do you call it? One of those the sticks that you use when you're blind.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Yeah. He's sitting there at the bus stop, and the police officer walked up and said, "Oh, they said there was a black man here with a weapon, and you have a weapon." But he's blind, and that's his blind stick.
Right.
You think what I'm saying? Ooh wee. The Bible is so true. The Bible is such a true book. You know what I'm saying? And the people that deny it, they're gonna get what's coming to them. You know what I mean? I'm teaching the class on Monday about the return of Christ.
What's time, Christ?
You do what I'm saying? And when I read the return of Christ, I don't see hugs and kisses. I see fire and brimstone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ooh wee. Need to be careful. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Thou didst blow with thy wind, the sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters. Verse 11. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders. Verse 12. Thou stretchest out thy hand, thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. Verse 13. Thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto the holy habitation, thy holy habitation, Slakia. Verse 14. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestina.
All right. Let's go back to the Hebrew and read more about what's going on. And just to kind of recap real quick, that what Moses is doing is he's praising the Lord for the destruction of his enemies that he saw right before him. Those same people that refused to let his people worship the Lord, that refused, and the Most High stood still and allowed these things to happen. And then he started to bring the plagues on Egypt, and they still wouldn't let them go. And then finally, after so many plagues, they finally let them walk. And then they want to try to renege on that by trying to go and take them over, trying to attack them from behind as they tried to flee. Well, guess what? The Most High wasn't playing no games. He brought down the wrath on those Egyptians. Now they bones is still under the Red Sea to this day. They still finding and discovering chariots and remains of the Pharaoh's army in a vertical straight line across the Red Sea. We know it. We know it's true. They even found and discovered that. So we're just reading up on how Moses is praising the Lord for the destruction of the people that hate the Lord. That's the Bible. That's what it's actually about. It's not about sunshine, rainbows, and honey kisses.
Right.
This is war. That's why he said, we just read in chapter 15, verse 3, the Lord is a man of war. That's what he is. Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Az Naba Halawa Alawapya Adawam Aya Laya Mawa Ab Ya Kha Za Mawa Ra'id Nama Gawa Call Yasha Baya Kana'ain. Verse 16. The Paul Ilaya select Ilaya Ham Ayama Tha Wapa Kar Baga Do Zara Wa Ike Yada Mawa Ka'a Ban Ide Ya I Bar I Mak Yahweh Ide Ya I Bar I'm Zawa Kwana Yath Salakia Thaba verse 17 Thaba I Mawa Watha Sa I Mawa sorry Watha Ta I Mawa Bahar Nakhala Thak Makha Wan Lashaba Thak Pa'ailath Yahweh Makwa Dash Ad Salakia Adanaya Kawan Nawa Yad Yak verse 18 Yahweh Yamalak La'ailam Wa'id verse 19 Kaya Ba Sawas, Parai, Kabwa, Waba, Pa, Ra, Shai, Yawa, Bayam, Ya, Sab,
Wayashab.
Wayashab, Yahweh, Ilaham, Ath, Maya, Hayam, Waba, Naya, Yashra Allah, Halakawa, Bayab, Basha, Batha, Wach, Hayam. Verse 20. What the Quach, Marayam, Hanaba, Ya, it's like Hanab, Ya, Ya'a, it's like Hana, Salakia, Hana, Ba, Ya'a, Akha, Wath, Akwath, Aran, Ath, Hathap, Bayada, Watha, Taza, Awa, Call, Hanash Yam, Akha, Ra, Ya, Batha, Payam, Wabama, Kalath, so Wabama, Kalath, verse 21. What the it's like what the
I'm.
what the I'm Lacham, Marayam, Shaya Rawa, La Yahawa, Kaya, Ga'a, Sawas, Ra, Ka,
Kabwa.
Ra Kabwa, Rama, Bayam.
All right, go back to the English now.
Come on. What do we leave off of? 15 and
15.
15. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 15. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed, and the mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Verse 16. Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine arm shall be as still as a stone.
Hey, yeah, y'all know that emoji with the strong arm? You know what I'm talking about? That's what they talk about. The
Right.
Lord strong arm. You feel me? Real talk. That's what it. Now, this is the Bible. This is I love the story of Exodus, man, because you know what we're looking at right now. We're looking at another Exodus story. You dig what I'm saying? The greatest story he's ever told is in the Bible. You dig what I'm saying? And we're living in the time of this Exodus. You dig what I'm saying? The same thing that was going on then is the same thing that's going on now with the plagues that hit Egypt. The plagues are hitting this Egypt. You dig what I'm saying? How many of us went to the store lately and looked at and went down an aisle at the grocery store and there was nothing there? I know I have, and I was looking like, oh, this place is truly up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This place is truly done. You dig what I'm saying? It's just so much going on. I was just watching another video about the what do you call it? About all the viruses and things that are coming out. You know what I mean? People are getting sick. And it's the middle of it's sunny outside. And there's people sick. Getting sick. You know what I mean? The flu is still out here and it's sunny outside. Things are going all array. Things are going all out of whack. You dig what I'm saying? Donald Trump just signed a segregation bill. You know what I'm talking about? Jim Crow is back. I don't even know who Jim is, but he's back. Yeah, you do what I'm saying? Real talk, real talk. This place is up. It's done. You know what I mean? It's done. Maybe they should have listened to Commanding General Yohana.
Right.
Maybe they should have listened to the Bible. Maybe they should have listened to Christ. Maybe they should have listened to the Most High. You know what I mean? When Moses said, "Let my people go," you know what I'm talking about? He just wanted them to go 3 days in the wilderness to go worship their God.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about? They said, "No, oh hell no." So the Lord said, "Okay, well, whatever happens, happens." You know, you dig what I'm saying? Whatever happens, happens. And you know what happened? Egypt has never been Egypt again. The Mizraimians that was ruling Egypt, or that was ruling Mizraim, because Egypt is just that's a Greek word. You know what I mean? It was called Mizraim, the land of Ham.
Come.
You dig what I'm saying? The people that was ruling then have never ruled again.
Right.
They've never ruled again. Now they're walking around the Sudan desert with sand in their hair. You know what I mean? Eating dirt cookies. You dig what I'm saying? What do you think is going to happen to Edom? What do you think is going to happen to Donald Trump and his people? What do y'all think is going to happen to these people? You dig what I'm saying? They're never going to rule again. Ever. Ever. Keep going.
Colonel Khan. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away.
Mhm.
Verse 16. Fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thine arm.
Right.
They shall be as still as a stone, till thy people pass over, O Lord, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased. Verse 17.
Which thou has what?
Which thou hast purchased.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I feel purchased all the time. You know what I'm talking about? I know they purchased me. Because that's how I feel. You know what I mean? I know they purchased me. Why? Because the records say so.
Right.
You know what I mean? The records say they you know what I mean? And I was one of the ones getting sold. He could move how much? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, he could pull that bushel of hay. Get him. Get him. He looks strong. Big strong nigga. That's what they talking about. You dig what I'm saying? I was right side of Yala. You know what I'm talking about? Cap Yard was somewhere over there. And Ayalaman was somewhere over there, and Officer Dawud was somewhere over there, and Cap was somewhere back there. I know. I don't think we was all on the same plantation, but we all knew each other. I feel it. I feel it. And Captain Yatazak was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm tired of this." And I was like, "You know what, sir? I'm tired of it too." Yeah. Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Y'all dig what I'm saying? So finally, we here in the ISUPK right now.
That's right.
And Cap was like, "You know what? I'm tired of this." And I said, "You know what? I'm tired of it too." So shalom, Lord in Christ, Cap. You know what I'm talking about? I'm tired of it too. You dig what I'm saying? Well, this is why I'm gonna tell you. This is what you do. Come, sir. The Cap Yard came. The Call Yala came. Ayalaman was already here. You know what I mean? And we're tired of it. If you're tired of it too, ISUPK is where you belong.
That's right.
Find the ISUPK school nearest you. If you're tired of it too. Because we're all tired of the oppression. Everybody's tired of the oppression. We're tired of Donald Trump making all these State of the Union addresses and all these different tariffs and things coming in the country. We're tired of it too. If you want Christ to rule, join the ISUPK.
That's right.
Get in these doors. Do your 90 days. Serve the Lord. And just see how the Lord can help you. That's all you have to do. It's very simple. It's very simple. The Lord made it very simple for us. Everybody else gotta come together and try to find democracy and try to do communism and try to do this and do that and tariffs and everything. All you got to do is come in here and serve the Lord. That's it. It's very easy for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But first, what we have to do is we have to do it. You dig what I'm saying? We have to stop fighting against God. That's what we do. As a people, we fight against God. Oh, yeah, we say we love the Lord and this and that. But then the Lord say, don't celebrate your birthday. First thing we want to do, oh, I can't deal with that. Lord say, don't celebrate Christmas because it's a pagan holiday. Oh, I can't do it. Don't worship other gods. Oh, no. Well, don't worship other gods. Well, Christmas ain't no God. And this and that and that and this. You dig what I'm saying? But the first thing we do on Christmas is go bow in front of a tree.
Right.
You bow into another god, to an idol.
Right.
But you know, we're too lackadaisical to understand that. It's like my bad. Keep going. I can ramble on forever about this.
Verse 17.
I'm tired.
Thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, in the place, O Lord, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary, O Lord, which thy hands have established.
They're gonna work for you. They're gonna be your. He's bringing them to work for you. You know what I'm talking about? In your land, you're gonna have people working for you. You know how you go to work for everybody else, hard, long hours.
Right.
They're gonna work for you. They're gonna work for you. No more of that. No more of this. I gotta go to slave and slave forever. I gotta miss class because I'm at the slave. I gotta miss this because I'm at the slave. No more of this. I gotta miss this because I gotta go work. No more of that. No more of that. No more. I can't spend time with my children because I have to go work. So now your children out there running amok. You dig what I'm saying? Because you got to go work for pennies on the dollar. No more of this. This kingdom is up.
Right.
Second. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 18. The Lord shall reign over, reign forever and ever.
How long?
The Lord shall reign forever and ever.
You dig what I'm saying? It's coming. It's coming. That's coming. Where the Lord is going to reign forever and ever. You know how long forever is? It's a mighty long time. I can't even fathom forever.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? You know what? I can, because I've been in captivity forever.
Yeah.
Everybody had their chance to rule. It's about time they let us rule. It's about time the Lord gives us a chance. But first, we have to get our righteousness.
That's right.
Right? First, we have to do what we have to do to become better people in society. Better people for the Lord. It's right here in the book. That's all we have to do is live by his laws, his rules. You dig what I'm saying? I know so many people that live by America's rules, right? But then they still eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. But the Lord said not to eat that. Oh, well, ain't nothing wrong with it. What do you mean nothing wrong with it? The Lord said not to do it.
Right.
So if the Lord said not to do it, why do you do it? Because America says it's okay? The Lord said not to be a homo alternative lifestyle. The Lord said not to live in those, Leviticus. The Lord said not to live in those lifestyles. And why do we still do it? And that's why we still suffer. The Lord brought these people out of Egypt, right? Out of the land of captivity, right? They singing this song to the Lord. Oh, Lord, yeah, he reigned over our enemies, and forever and ever and ever, we go right into the wilderness and build golden calves to other gods. Crazy. We goofy. We goofy. We goofy. We goofy. I can't say you goofy. We goofy. Right. I was there too. And I was probably doing the goofiest shit ever. I probably went to go help melt the gold. But to build the golden calf, here, hold on. I got this gold. Put this in there. I was probably doing the most goofy shit ever. I promise you. But see, it's only the redemption of the Lord that lets you, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Because Christ died on that cross that lets me here today.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Lord took the worst of the worst and made the best of the best. Made fine gold. Yeah, Capiar, you was the worst of the worst. You was a terrible person back in the day. Your prior lives, you was probably a terrible person, but now you're an excellent brother. You too, you call y'all. You two are yellow one. Excellent, bro. You too, sis.
It's like it, sir.
Excellent.
It's like it.
Yes.
You cook it right now, and I gotta say it too. Is like our people we're so stiff-necked and rebellious. We don't want to do what it takes to actually get to the kingdom. We want to do the shortcut to get any kind of satisfaction in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the thing is, the problem is we make it harder on ourselves because here we are in captivity, having to work harder hours, having to work longer. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we don't want to do, we're forced to do.
Right.
And then when we finally get the opportunity to do something that we're not being forced to do, but is going to benefit us, we don't want to do it because we don't want to put in the work. Meanwhile, we will sweat, we'll bleed, we'll cry over being able to do whatever it takes to just sustain our lives here. But the scripture says in Micah 2:10, arise ye therefore and depart, for this is not your rest.
Real talk.
That's exactly what the Israelites were in Egypt. They arise and departed because they knew that place wasn't the end game. It was something beyond that we had to strive towards.
Real talk. Real talk. You ain't never lied. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, how many brothers be late to work? Nobody be late to work. When he talking about, oh, it's camp, everybody late. Everybody late. Everybody gonna be late to serve the Lord, but ain't nobody gonna be late to the slave. Why? Is it because they get a paycheck at the end of the week? Well, here in the Isupk with the Lord, you're gonna get a paycheck that's gonna last forever.
Right.
But we can't fathom that we're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for our children's children. Not even here yet. Not even thought about. But that's what we're doing it for. You dig what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're building a kingdom. People say the kingdom.
Right.
Hell, we're building the kingdom. You dig what I'm saying? But it's our kingdom under Christ and the Most High, of course. You know what I mean? Don't give me. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. You dig what I'm saying? But I mean, they said I get a piece of it too. Most High in Christ. Whatever you need me to do to get the piece of it. You dig what I'm saying? If I got to go work long hours over here and then come right here after that, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Whatever I need to do. It's like, go ahead.
Come on. Verse 19. For the horse of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and the Lord brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. Mm-hmm. Verse 20.
What do you think it's going to say this time? The horse and his rider, right? What's it going to say now? The horse and his the Pharaoh, the horse and went into fire, but the children of Israel went in what? In flying chariots. What is it going to say?
Into safety. They flew into safety.
Yeah, you know what I mean. What I want to know what it's going to say. I can't wait to read it.
Under the wings of the Most High.
Yeah, you do what I'm saying. I could just hear the poeticism. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounds good. You feel me? I can hear it. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And Miriam, the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a thimble in her hand, and all the women went out after her with timbrels, Salakia, with trembles and with dances. Verse 21. And Miriam answered them, sing ye to the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. Triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea.
I'm trying to tell you that this time it's gonna be a lake of fire.
Right.
A sea of fire. You dig what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. That's it.
That's it, sir.
Yeah, go back to the Hebrew, huh?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Give me 7 more verses, then you coming up.
Come on, sir. The book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 22.
We started at 1, right?
By Yasa, Masha, Ath, Yashra Allah, Mayam, Sawab, Waya Taza Awa, all, Maba Dar, so like Mada Bar, Shawar, La Kawa, Shala Shath, Yama Yum, Bad Mada Bar, Wala Mataza Awa, Mayam. Verse 23. Waya Ba Awa, Mara Tha, Wala Yakala, so like Yakala Lawa, Lasha Lashath, Lashathya,
Ashta,
Lashata, Salagia, Lashata, Mayam, Mara, Kaya, Marayam, Ham, Al, Khan, Quara, Shama, Mara. Verse 24. Waya la Nawa, Ha'im, Al, Masha, La Amar, Ma, Nasha, Ta. 20, verse 25. Waya Taza Aqua, Salakia. Waya Taza Aqua, Al, Yahweh, Waya Wa Ra Awa, like Salakia. Waya Ha, it's like Waya Wa Ra Hawa, Yahweh, Aitaza, Waya, it's like Waya Shalak, Al, Hamayam, Wayama Ta Kawa, Hamayam, Sham, Lawa, Kakwa, Wama Sha Pas, no, Wama Shapath, Wama Shapat,
verse 25.
come on, Wama Shapat,
Yeah, that's right.
Washam, Nasa Hawa. Verse 26. Waya Amar, Am, Shamai, Wai, Shamai, Shalakin,
Shemawai.
Shamawai, Tasha Mai, Lakwa Wal, Yahweh, Allah Hayak,
Waha Yashar.
Wahayashar, Ba'ai Ya Nayawa, Ta'ai Shah, Waha'a Zanath, Lama Taza Wa Tayawa, Washa Ma Rath, Call, Kakwa Yawa, Call, Hamash Shakha La, Ashar, Shama Taya, Ba Matazarium, La'a, Ashayam, Ailayak, Kaya, Anaya, Yahweh, Lapa Ak,
Rabak.
Rapa'ak. So like it. Verse 27. Waya ba awa. Ayala ma. Washam. Shathayam. Aisha ra. Ayanath. Mayam. Washa ba ayam. Tamarayam. Waya Nawa, Sham, Al, Hamayam. I think that's it. Right?
Yeah, but read the first verse of the next.
Kind of a concert. Book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 1. Waya Sa Aiwa, ma'a yalam wayaba wayaba slakia wayaba awa call adath banaya yashra Allah all ma madabar sayan ashar bayan ayalam wabayan saya naya bahamasha ashar ashara yeah 10 ashara yawam lachadash hashanaya lataza tam marataza matazarium.
Go back to the English. He was in 16 verse 22.
Concert.
Sorry, 15 verse 22.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 22. So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. Verse 23. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore, the name of it was called Marah. Verse 24. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, shall we drink? What shall we drink? Salakia, what shall we drink? In verse 25. And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There were made for them a statue and an ordinance, and there he proved them. Verse 26. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and wilt do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord that healeth thee. Verse 27. And they came to Elim, where were 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there by the waters. Chapter 16, verse 1. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came unto the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai. And
what's that place called though? What's that place called?
Sin.
It's called what?
Wilderness of Sin,
the
sir.
Wilderness of Sin. Think about this now. The wilderness of sin. There was no hope. No, no, it was hope. You know what I mean? But that's where they're supposed to get rid of their sin.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what they're supposed to get rid of their sin. So in the wilderness, you know what I mean? We're getting rid of our sin now, but this is the wilderness.
Right.
All the wild stuff that goes on here in America, you dig what I'm saying? We're not in the wilderness, like the wilderness yet per se, but this is good. This is basically the wilderness. How it's going out here in America. But we need to be getting rid of our sin now.
Right.
Practicing the righteous things. You know what I mean? Right? Ain't that the scripture that's in Joshua?
Right. Rehearse the righteous acts.
Yeah, rehearsing the righteous acts. That way when the wilderness does come, it's just like a simple transition. A simple transition. That's why that's why we work so hard for the Lord now. You know what I mean? That's why now brothers going through I don't want to let go of the secrets. That's why now brothers learning how to start fires. Right? Brothers learning how to skin animals.
Right.
Brothers learning how to cut different what's the name? Learning how to fish if you don't know how to fish. You know what I mean? Learning how to hunt if you don't know how to hunt. learning how to do different things. Women need to be learning how to sew. Women need to be learning how to make garments, how to be able to take care of the household. Right? We're learning how to purify water, how to what?
How to bake.
How to bake, how to cook. You do what I'm saying? Because when we're in the wilderness, these things are going to be second nature to us and how we sustain ourselves. Right now, we don't even know how to make toilet paper. Don't worry, I'm on that. I'm on that. I've been researching how to make toilet paper. It's gonna take some time, but I'm gonna figure out how to do it. Okay. Yes. Oh yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Because we're gonna need some food. You dig what I'm saying? You said what's this? Underground oven? Yeah. Fire pits. I'm pretty sure that's Officer Todd's doc. I'm pretty sure. I know how to make a fire pit. Fire pit is easy. That's easy. That's easy work. You know what I mean? That's like that's a chef. You know what I mean? We can make brick ovens easy too. Nothing. I got a couple bricks.
Adobe.
Yeah.
I can make Adobe oven.
You dig what I'm saying? We got brothers building houses, farming animals. You know what I mean? And then the good thing about ISUPK, we come from all these different works of life. You feel me? All these different backgrounds. So when we come together, we put all that together. Brothers learn different things that other brothers understand and learn. You dig what I'm saying? That way we can all sustain. You know what I mean? It's because it takes I don't want to say a village, but it takes a village. It takes a community.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? You understand that? We can't just do things by ourselves. We have to do things together, all of us, as a unit, as a whole. You know, like together we stand, divided we fall. That's biblical.
Right.
That's biblical. You know what I mean? America took that from us, but then they're the most divided people ever. America's divided. You know what I'm saying? Republicans, Democrats, Proud Boys, Biden boys. You know what I'm saying? They're the most divided people ever. They cannot tell you how to be together because they're divided. You dig what I'm saying? Donald Trump is dividing people even more. Rakata Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Go ahead, sis. Mm-hmm. Right, but you know who's coming together with them not getting along? Blacks, Hispanics. You dig what I'm talking about? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans coming together more and more and more. That's why every time we go out to camp, I like to start off with, and you know what? The ISUPK stands with our Hispanic brothers. I don't care what they talking about. They try to divide us. It don't work. It don't work. I eat more Mexican food now than I ever will. And then I'm pretty sure I go every time I go see a soul food restaurant, it'd be full of Mexicans, full of Hispanics. Ain't no way you can divide us. My Hispanic brother over here eat more fried chicken than a little bit.
It's true.
It's gonna be the death of them. Both of them.
It might be.
Both of them. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. I tell them I'm tired of fried chicken. Can we get some tacos?
Man, hold up.
You do what I'm saying?
I'm tired of tacos.
You do what I'm saying? But that's that brotherly love, man. You know what I mean? We gotta love each other, right? Ain't that right, little brother? We gotta love each other, right? Because that's the only thing that's gonna stop the oppression. That's the only thing that's gonna stop. Well, it ain't nothing gonna stop Donald Trump, but our love for each other is the only thing that's gonna bring the Christ back to be able to stop Donald Trump.
That's right.
You do what I'm saying? Real talk. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, brother. My bad.
On the 15th day of the second month after their departure out of the land of Egypt.
Is it?
That's it, sir.
Oh, my. You feel me? Out of depart of Egypt. We're gonna depart too. Wait till Monday. I got look. Monday is a must-see class, okay? Everybody needs to be here on Monday. I'm gonna shake up the earth.
Most time, correct.
You know what I'm talking about? Cappy, are you ready? You ready? You gonna read? Yeah. All right. It ain't no caviar. We can do that later. I understand. Right. I'm Now class ain't never over. We always learning. State your registry.
Officer Capiar, Banya Howard, Banya Shahala.
Officer Capiar, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Yabashim Yashabakam.
Yahabashim
Yahweh
Yahshua Barakatah.
Hold on. You sit. You sit. Sis, you know, how come I didn't even see you stand up? You don't have to stand up. That's only for the brothers up here and whoever is coming up to read. Okay, sis? I understand. I understand. You just happy to be a part of something.
I see.
You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I'm happy
Why
to
is
be
it
a
up
part
here?
of something. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my sister though. You know what I'm talking about? She come help clean windows and all that. I'm like, sis, you ain't gotta do that, sis. We can do that. She was like, no. We need the windows clean. I said, oh,
Your call.
that's all good. What's good?
Stop moving.
You good?
Oh, stop on it.
So I need it.
It's not. It's.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
you good? Go ahead.
You're breaking the camera from me. Let me get the battery. Is it charged though?
I don't even know.
Oh,
When they
dang.
get
That's
charged
wrong.
more?
Calling me.
You said what?
That's wrong. Calling me.
Who?
That's wrong.
You good?
Hold on.
Go ahead, start reading. What do you say?
In the video, you trying to silence the cameras?
I got it.
Oh.
I'll send it to him. Go ahead.
Who's we at?
Exodus 16 and 2.
2.
Yeah, 16 and 2.
Right, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 16, and verse 2. Oya lawanawa. Cow. Ada. Wanya. Yasha'ala. Al. Mashar. Wow. Aharon. Ramadabar. Verse 3. Wayamarwa. Alaham. Wanya. Yasha'ala. Maya. Yathan. Mawathanawa. Bayad. Yahweh. Barataza. Matazaram. Sorry. Bashamathanawa. Al. Sayar. Habashar. Ba'akalanawa. Lakam. It's like Yalkam. Lashabar. Kaya. Hawatazatam. Athanawa. Ah. Hamadabar. Hazahar. It's like Lahamayat. Ah. Ka. Hakwahao. Hazahar. Bara'ab. Verse 4. Wayamar. Yahweh. Al. Mashar. Hananaya. It's like Mamatayar. Lakam. So Lakam. Man. Hashmayam. Wayatazar. Ha'am. Walakwataw. The bar. Yawa. It's like Yawam. Yawam. Bayamawaw. Lamaan. Anasanaw. Hayalak. Batha wa Rathia. Ah. La'ar. Verse 5.
Go.
Wahayaha. Bayawam. Hashashai. Wahakanaya. Nawa. Ashar. Yaba Yawam.
Just reading 7 at a time.
Oh, 7 times. So the first. Wayahaya. Mashana. Ashar. Yalakotao. Yawam. Yawam.
The one you sent
Verse 6. Wayamar. Mashar.
depends.
Waharan. Ka. Wanaya. Yashal. Arab. Waya Da'atham. Kaya. Yahweh. Hawa Tazaya. Athakam. Marataza.
Take a picture and then take it to PDF file.
Matazarayo. Verse 7. Wabakwa. Wabra Ayatham. Kabawad. Yahweh. Bashamao. Talanathia come. Yahweh. Wanakanao. Kaya. Talawanao. Talayanao. Alayanao. Verse 6. Wayamor. Mashar. Bathath. Yahweh. Lakam. By Rav. Bashar. Lakal. Walakam. Babakwa. Lashabar. Bashamar. Yahweh. Thala Nathiyakam. Ashar. Atham. Malayanam. Aliyah. Aliyahu. Wanakanawa. Mashar. Actually, Maha. La'a. Aliyanawa. Talak Nathafiyakam. Kaya. Yahweh. Was it English? This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 2. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness.
Hey, the Bible not a true book.
That's how we
Yeah,
are.
I'm trying to tell you, this is how they talk about the ISUPK, bro. Them niggas don't know what they talking about. Them niggas always talking about serving the Lord. Y'all don't never had no fun. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, real talk. We go to camp, they go, where your wives at? Y'all ain't got no wives. Y'all gay. We what? Cause we out here at camp without women, so we got to be with our women all the time. You dig what I'm saying? Come to a feast day. I bet you'll see our women doing woman things. You know what I'm talking about? Cooking, serving plates, taking care of the kids, getting flowers. You got your flowers, sis? You know what I'm talking about? You dig what I'm saying? We got women. They doing the same thing to Aaron and to Moses and Aaron. Same thing. You dig what I'm saying? Just like they do to us today, man. Just real talk. Y'all ain't got no jobs because we dedicate ourselves to the Lord. So we can't dedicate ourselves to the Lord. we ain't got slaves. Raise your hand if you got a slave.
Hmm.
That all my brothers got slaveries. You dig what I'm saying? All my brothers got slavery. We just know what work is important. You know what I mean? Is the work of the Lord, and we'll never choose our slavery over the work of the Lord. We never choose work over the real work.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And it's like, so what kept, he told us, he was like, man, he asked us, why you work your slaveries? And we really thought, we were like, what's the whole point? Like, it was for nothing. Like we're doing this all for nothing. And he told us a story, which I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say it's like standing in a box, pretty much trying to make some money while you got like your brothers out here making, living their lives pretty much, while you just trying to stand here for like $100 for 8 years. And stand in that box for $100 to make money. I'd have to probably break the story down, but
Yeah. You're terrible at that.
like I don't want. I'm trying to do it without telling the story
I
because he told the story in Hebrew Academy, so I don't want to like.
I understand. You should just leave it alone.
Oh well.
You should leave it alone. But I understand what you mean. Working for the white man is no use to you. There's no help for you. Nothing to help you. It doesn't help you. It just make you live deliciously, or not live deliciously, but it make you more comfortable here in America. That's it. You dig what I'm saying? But money is a defense. If we didn't have slaveries, how would we be able to pay for a school? You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say we needed slavery, because if we didn't have a slavery to pay for the school, I'm pretty sure the Lord would just make us start a business or something. You know what I mean? Which is probably gonna come in the future when the Lord decides it. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh.
When the Lord decides to be like, hey, y'all, you know what? The time is now. You feel me? And then everything is gonna start moving in the right direction. You dig what I'm saying? Everything gonna start. We're gonna be like, damn. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even see this coming. You know what I mean? Just like the school, we didn't see it coming. It just happened. One day. We was like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? We seen it. Called Cap, and Cap came down and seen it. And he was like, let's call the generals and see what they got to say. And we called them, and oh snap, it happened. Oh snap. You feel me? Money started falling in everybody's lap, and that happened, and I got you.
Come on.
You know what I'm talking about? Next thing you know, we got this going on, that going on, and I was like, oh snap. You dig what I'm saying? Some people didn't even see the vision until the Feast of Purim. You know what I'm talking about? The opening of the school is when everybody was like, when brothers like, oh, I see it now. I seen it when I first walked in this. And I was like, hey, we could tear down that wall. We could build a wall all the way down. You know what I'm talking about? Make the restroom bigger. We could put this in there, that in there. You dig what I'm saying? Back here gonna be this. I'm gonna put speakers up. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. I was like, oh, okay, I can see the vision. I can see it. You know what I mean? Still on my table. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? I was promised a big 3 foot. You know what I'm talking about? I was promised to take. I wanted my table. You know what I'm talking about? I'm holding to that. I want my table, bro.
Oh,
I want my table where you grab the scroll. You got to be like,
oh yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? I want it.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? I want it because the Lord wants a glorious table, a glorious podium. I want it. You know what I mean? You see this podium back here?
Come over here.
You dig what I'm saying? I could bring like 4, 5 more people up here. We can sit up here comfortable.
Okay.
Your call? Did I want the big podium? No, I did not want the big podium. But then I seen the vision. I said, I understand, sir. If you want the podium, do the podium. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Do the podium. I did, but I didn't. But when I seen the vision, I said, all right, no sweat. You know what I'm talking about? No sweat, sir. I'm gonna stop fighting you on it. Real talk. Go ahead, Ayala.
You know, when the brothers came over here at first when we were, doing the class, it was just Cap that was up here teaching, and I didn't really think to myself that everybody was gonna, all the priests and officers was gonna be chopping it up back here behind the altar. You know what I'm talking about? Behind the table. Until I see that, and then I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because it just shows that there's a prestige to that, where brothers that newer brothers that are aspiring to be teachers, they see that, they looking at that, and they're like, dang, there's a camaraderie about the priesthood that is built here, that is just so high quality. But again, it was all because of somebody's vision. But ultimately, it's the Most High just working through us to set all these things up, so that everything gets put in motion.
Right. I understand. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody was waiting for a San Antonio school. I'm pretty sure we're going to get bombarded with classes. Everybody was like, hey, yeah, can I teach today? Man, what are you doing in San Antonio on a Tuesday? Hey, it's just I was off today, so I just decided I'm gonna go down to San Antonio teach a class. I understand. Go ahead and get busy. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, I remember when Killeen School was first built. You know what I mean? I remember when Killeen School was first built, boy. You know what I'm talking about? I called Officer Karab, like, sir, I'm in town. Can I teach a class? He said, yo, you just want to teach a class on the podium, huh, around? You know how you do. You got to teach a class in the new school, huh? I said, come on, sir. And it was his Monday. It was his class. He's like, go ahead and rock out, man. Go ahead and do your thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? He let me teach class. I said, oh, the water. I'm on it. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. And I want to go everywhere and teach a class. I'm still going to Austin one day. I was supposed to teach a Sabbath service there, but I let my other brothers get it.
Oh, you talking about doing that?
Yeah, during the cookout, I was supposed to teach that Sabbath service, but I let my brothers get it. I said, go ahead and do your thing, man. I'm gonna sit over here. I'm in class though. Go ahead, Caviar Salak.
Oh. Verse 3. And the people thirsted. Yeah, thirsted there for water. Thirsted. Like it, sir. Like it.
What's going on?
Oh, that's kind of a black word right there. Thirsted. Like black people really say something like that, like thirsted, when they explain in a story or something.
Yeah.
Because one person's gonna say thirsty, like I'm thirsty or something, like they use proper.
Well, this is old English.
Wow.
So they was, instead of saying thirsty, they was I thirsted for water, because it's like a past tense thing. It's just old English type of thing. You think what I'm saying? We don't use we don't say art thou. You know what I mean? Thou, and you know what I mean? So it's a old English type of deal. The way this is wrote. You know what I mean? That's why they be having the new versions and all that extra. But I understood you understand what they mean, right?
Don't go.
So do I. Go ahead.
Wow. And the people thirsted there for water, and the people murmured against Moses and said, wherefore is this that thou hast brought us up out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst?
Right. You see what I'm talking about? Wow. That's some black people stuff for you. That's some black people stuff for you right there. You know what I mean? They want to leave Egypt too, but then they left Egypt and seen it was too hard. Now you you just brought us out of Egypt just to kill us. That's some N-word stuff right there. I can't even say that black people. That's some N-word stuff right there. You dig what I'm saying? Because how you gonna want to leave Egypt because you were getting persecuted, right? And then now you out of Egypt. Now it's too hard, and now you want to be like, you brought us out of Egypt. No, man, you wanted to come. You dig what I'm saying?
It's like here.
Go ahead.
They wanted to go back to Egypt after it was obviously completely destroyed too. Because they saw all the plagues that just happened. Hell, all the Pharaoh's men came up to him and said, Egypt is done. We're done. We ain't got nothing left. They'd rather go back to nothing than to build something new.
Real talk. That's how they're gonna be. That's like America.
Yeah.
They can see America falling, right? They can see Donald Trump becoming president.
They need to see a little more.
They don't need to see a little more. Donald Trump is in office, right? Donald Trump is persecuting everybody. Cutting off everybody, right? Donald Trump is bringing back segregation, right?
That's true,
right? He brought back segregation. They can see the downfall, but then they're still going to join the military to fight for Donald Trump. Crazy. That's my people. That's my people. They want to save the burning house that's been slaving them for 500-600 years. That's it. That's it. Am I wrong? I'm absolutely like, that's what they want to do. That's what we want to do. As a people, that's what we want to do. We want to save America. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah for commanding General Yohana and the Isupk. Because if it wasn't for that, I would want to save America too. I live here. I'm an American citizen. I live here. I'd be like, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's build up America, do this and that. I would want to be like that too. But I know now that after America, we rule. You know what I mean? We on that. You dig what I'm saying? You understand that, Capiar? And the same thing back then, they want to leave Egypt. They want to go back to Egypt because it was easier. We want to stay in America because it's easier. It's easier. It's easier to go to the grocery store and get that old bad meat. It's easier to, you know what I mean? It's easier to chill up in the house and watch Netflix and YouTube and scroll on TikTok with your phone. Imagine when we don't have phones and we actually have to go and farm, kill a cow, skin the cow, cut the meats off, you know what I mean? And actually do some work to become a nation. Imagine that. Imagine when you can't just go turn on your stove, but you got to take all day to build a fire. You dig what I'm saying? Imagine that. Why the door not locked, huh? Why did that door not lock? But can you imagine that, sis? Imagine having to, instead of turn on the water and get water from the faucet, now we got to walk all the way to the river, to the stream, get the water in the pail, you know what I mean? And then purify it. Or we got to pump all day just to get water from the well. You dig what I'm saying? Instead of, you dig what I'm saying? Imagine that, the work it has to do instead of just being here and living easy. You know what I mean? That's what they didn't want to do. They didn't want to work for the success of their independence. You dig what I'm saying? Now, what if America would have said that with the King of England? What if they didn't? What if America just didn't? Not America, but the colonists didn't want to be over. They were already over here being independent. They were just getting taxed by a ruler that was over there. You know what I mean? Now, what if they didn't want their independence? That's why when we at camp, the white people be the ones like, hey man, I respect what you're doing. Because they understand the freedom and independence here in America. They understand that. Yeah. So when we go out there and we like, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm talking about? Why would I want to work for you when I can work for myself? And this, that, and that. And white people like, hey, yeah, that's right. That's right. We need to raise black people up so Black, Hispanic, and Native American people can come together and we can self-sustain ourselves. And we don't need everybody else in our business doing, you know what I mean? And they be like, yeah, that's right. That's right. But the black folks be like, well, what about Donald Trump and the white people? That'd be our people. But the other people be like, yeah, I respect what you're doing because they understand independence. They understand freedom. They understand liberty. We don't. That's why the Bible says, are we a homeborn slave? You dig what I'm saying? That's why I say Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah for commanding General Yohana and keeping that truth. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all understand that?
Okay.
Real talk. So it's gonna be just like we got to school and it's more work. It's gonna be more work and more work and more work. But it's working for our independence and our freedom. You dig what I'm saying? That's what it's working for. We're working to have our own kingdom, like that day with Tapasar, right? I'm sorry, Tapasar. At camp, when the white guy walked up and he was like, "So y'all saying y'all want slaves?" He's not saying that. He's saying what? Oh, so y'all want to have responsibility? Y'all want to have power? Yeah, I'm not saying we want slaves. But we want our chance to have our own power. You dig what I'm saying? To have our own responsibility. He's like, and they looking at us, they looking at you like you just want work. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. And it'll never happen under T.D. Jakes, and it'll never happen under Dr. Umar Johnson. Right. It'll never happen under them, but it will happen under Christ, under the Most High. Well, under the Most High, under Christ, and under Commanding General. It will happen under them because they understand the work. You dig what I'm saying? Real talk. Those generals back there, starting with Commanding General Hunter, and the rest of those generals, they know what it takes to be a successful nation. You know what I mean? I don't know if everybody was here when we hosted Passover, right? In Houston. Mm-hmm. I say we because I'm in San Antonio, but Houston where I'm from, and then I'm also from 1 West 125th. Harlem, New York. You know, right. You dig it? And you dig what I'm saying? Like, so when we hosted that in Houston, it was days of no rest. You know what I mean? Because we had to do work. Just like when we opened the school, it was days of no rest. You dig what I'm saying? I don't think we rested until later on this week, earlier this week. You know, so especially Brothers in Hebrew Academy. It's nothing but work. You dig what I'm saying? But it's work to be free and independent. You dig what I'm saying? Or we could just continue to slave for pennies on the dollar. We can continue to slave, and we got to beg for an off day to go worship, to go to Passover. You know what I mean? I almost had to lose my job so I can get the Feast of Purim off, so I can open this house of the Lord. I almost had to lose my job, and I was like, you know what? Well, let's do it. If that's what y'all want to do, go ahead and do it. And they was like, no, we're gonna honor it. Don't worry about it. You sure? You know what I'm talking about? Because if you do fire me, you got to deal with. You know what I mean? You got to deal with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with the Most High in Christ. It's out of my hands now. You know what I mean? But they was like, nah, he a different type of guy. You know what I mean? Let him have his days off. Oh, all right, I thought so. I don't even talk nice. Like, I think I should be able to. You know what I mean? Like, can you do? Nah, I need them days off. You ain't gonna give me them days off? All right, well. You know what I mean? Whatever happens, happens. Right on. Real talk. Whatever happens, happens, man. That's my word. You know what I mean? And that's not for me. That's for y'all. That's you know what I mean? Because you fire me, you know what I mean? Your whole business goes down. Real talk. That's just it. I got backup. You know what I mean? I got backup, and these supernatural forces. You dig what I'm saying? I don't even know how we got a building. I don't know how we got a building. I don't know how we got paint. I don't know how we got the floors done. I don't know how we got the electricity done. I don't know how we got the plumbing done. I don't know how. It just happened. You dig what I'm saying? Because the Lord was just sending us brothers here. You know what I mean? I still haven't seen the brother Max. I don't know where he's an angel. I don't know where these people come from. Real talk. I don't know where these people come from, bro. I don't. They just fell in my lap. Most High in Christ. I just kept the faith. You know what I mean? That's it. You keep doing what you do for the Lord, and the Lord will provide. You dig what I'm saying? I don't want to sound Christian, but the Lord works in mysterious ways. He's always right on time. You know what I mean? Real talk. I was a Dawada. We didn't have power until the day of. You know, we didn't.
But it can hear us. It's good. It can hear us.
Go ahead. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? I don't know how. I just don't. But the Lord is always right on time. The Lord was like, and he wanted us to sweat a little bit. He wanted us to keep the faith. That's what he wanted us to be. He wanted us to be defenders of the faith. He was like, hey, yeah, keep the faith. Just hold on. Just keep on working. Whatever you need to do it, and I'm gonna take care of the rest. And he did it. They were telling us we ain't able to get the power on until Monday. Hey man, I need to get it on before that. We was gonna pay money to get it turned on. He called me and they called and was like, "Hey, we can get y'all in on Thursday." What? What? Let's do it. You know what I'm talking about? Let's do it. Ain't even know if ands or buts about it. The Lord will handle the rest. This is real stories, bro. And if you're not a part of it, you will never understand. You dig what I'm saying? You'll never understand the sacrifices it took. We was in here in the dark. We was leaving our slavery, coming here to work some more.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Some of us was working here during the day and then going to the slavery. Yeah. It's no, and then there's no better feeling than when it opened and we was like, yeah, we got a home. We got a home. You dig what I'm saying? Let's take a break and then let's get back to work. More work to do. You know what I'm talking about? But that's what it's gonna take to build the kingdom. Real talk. Real talk. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ramble on. But go ahead, keep going, bro.
Okay.
This is what we need. This is what we need. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 4. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, what shall I do unto these people, that they almost be ready to stone me? Verse 5. And the Lord said unto Moses, go on before the people, and take with thee of the elders of Israel, and thy rod, wherewith thou smotest the river, take it in thine hand, and go. Verse 6. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it,
right,
that the people may drink.
Right.
And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. Verse 7. And he called the name of the place Massah, Meribah, because of the chiding? Because of the chiding of the children of Israel.
Right.
And because they tempted the Lord, saying, is the Lord among us or not? Verse 8. Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. Gotta go back.
That's it.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? And then even when it was in the wilderness, they got more fighting, more struggles, more work. But we have to keep the faith to be able to sustain. You dig what I'm saying? To be able to get to the next step, we have to keep the faith. You dig what I'm saying? It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know what I mean? It's not gonna happen overnight. You dig what I'm saying? This ISUPK been here since 1969. We're in 2025. You dig what I'm saying? We done seen men fall, men all types of different things. Men die, men come back. You know what I mean? Leave, come back. It's not over. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got a school now, and yeah, we got a building now, but the work's not done. You know what I mean? We might have a place to worship, but the work's not done. The Lord ain't through with us yet. That's right. I'm trying not to be Christian, but they got such good sayings. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I just read 17.
Yes, sir.
Back to 16.
Hold on.
Right.
And that should be a lesson to us and each other.
Right.
We're dealing with each other, you know what I mean? Like we're so quick to be done with each other and get over each other and separate from each other, but we're gonna have fights, we're gonna have disputes, we're gonna have hard times, struggles, we're gonna be in the kingdom, we're gonna be in the wilderness, but we gotta learn how to be able to push through all that. And like the Lord does, because how can we be angry with each other and imagine how the Lord feels, you know what I mean, about us?
Right.
We decide to keep striving with us.
Right. Right. That's why I explain to everybody, even though you in the truth, you still getting over you've been in the truth, what, 4-5 years? You was in the world 30 of them. You think 5 years gonna trump 30? No, you still got them 30 years of the way you was living. And then you come in here and you learn a better way, and you're still learning a better way. Don't think that just because you came in here that them 30 years is just gonna fall away. No, them 30 years are still right there on your back. Every time a problem happens, those old ways of handling situations come right back. They come right back. That's why we get counsel. That's why we get counsel. You know what I mean? And I even to this day, I still have to be told, hey, get counsel. Or you know what I mean? Call me and figure out how to do this. Call me and figure out how to handle this situation. You know what I mean? I'm steady on the phone with Officer Dawada. So like, sir, this happened, this. Texting. You know what I'm talking about? You feel? You know what I mean? And it'd be a simple answer. You know what I mean? It'd be a simple answer. Well, forget it and let's do this and keep that faith. Come, sir. You dig what I'm saying? It'd be that simple. It'd be that simple of an answer, but it just takes somebody with experience to give you that answer. Am I wrong?
That's true.
Am I wrong? Then eventually you'd be like, you don't even need that counsel no more. Now you got a bigger problem. Now you need a bigger problem counsel. You know, you do. You understand? Real talk. Go ahead. And sometimes you don't even want to take the counsel, but it'd be better if you take the counsel. But sometimes you fight against it. Real talk.
That's symbolic to what we read in Ezekiel when the Lord told him to go prophesy to the dry bones. I said that you explained it, you talk about you getting the sinew, getting that muscle, getting the skin upon you. That's the layers that you're starting to get over time from learning different lessons, getting different counsels, being able to grow. More parts of you start to grow over time after you get counsel about one thing, then a counsel about another thing, counsel about another thing. You begin to grow into, and that's the part of coming into life. So I just wanted to bring that out about Ezekiel.
I definitely understand. I definitely understand. We're all still growing. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. What they say, we all fall short.
All right, now, come on.
I'm saying.
Just that had what he's saying too. That a lot of us, I mean, Most High in Christ for the kids that are born into the truth, right? But a lot of us, we come out of religions. Then that's something that Christians need to understand, is that this really isn't a religion. This is an awakening to an identity. And that's exactly what he was explaining about us coming back together and our body parts starting to form. It's like that's what's happening to you when you start to you put on your righteousness again, because you start to piece by piece all of the parts of you that make you actually righteous in the eyes of the Most High. And that's got nothing to do with religion. That's just our culture in the Bible being implemented into our flesh, like literally. Because the way that we act and the things that we do, it affects the way that we live. It affects the outcomes of all the situations we're in. And that adds to a positive lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It doesn't come without its tests. Because again, like you said, you're talking about years of baggage that you got to wash away, that you got to purify off of yourself. And how much more glorious is it for those that come after us that are raised from the jump in the right mindset? You know what I'm saying? You talk about the wilderness. We don't know how long that's going to be. We don't even know if it's going to be us that makes it all the way to the end. It could be our children or our children's children that eventually make it all the way to the end. But we got to make sure to set the tone right, so that, of course, in the end, we can have our spirits brought back in the kingdom. You know what I mean? So that's an investment that most people don't have the foresight to see, because they're too focused on the here and now. We got to think more long term. We got to think about the bigger picture to understand what it takes to build our nation back from the dust that have been smashed into from all these generations of oppression and ignorance. Like, that's all.
Understand. Go ahead, keep going, Kevin. Oh, excellent.
Verse 3.
He read the wrong chapter.
Yeah,
He read the wrong
because
chapter.
it slipped.
You're supposed to be on 16. Yeah, go ahead.
You read verse 17?
Oh, I
You
was
was
like, damn.
you were breaking down the whole next chapter.
Okay, yeah, I was like, damn, hold on.
I ain't got Hebrew Academy, bro. So I could be at camp all night.
Verse 3, because I read that part when the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses.
Yeah.
Verse 3, and the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we have died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to fill, to the full. For ye have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill us. It's like to kill this whole assembly with hunger. Verse 4. Then said the Lord unto Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no.
Mm, mm.
Verse 5. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. Verse 6.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like you keep the faith, the Lord's gonna provide. He's gonna give reward you double. You know what I mean? And it's not even it's not a bad reward. Like in Revelation, when it said reward her double to what she rewarded. You know what I mean? It's a good reward of double. You dig what I'm saying? It's a good reward of double. It's talking about doubling your grain, doubling doubling your grain, doubling your cattle, doubling. You dig what I'm saying? Doubling your household, doubling your daughters, so you can get the dowry from when you get from when you give them away. You know what I mean? And Lord knows I worried about 500 shekels. You know. Oh no, I'm good on that. I'm good on 500 wives. Woo, that's a lot. But I do want 500 shekels for my daughter though. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Prices her prices are way above rubies. You do what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing, of course, but you know what I mean. That's just I'm serious. That's how we should regard our sisters too. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 6. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel at even, then ye shall know that the Lord hath brought you out from the land of Egypt.
There you go.
Verse 7.
We will know that the Lord brought us out of the land of Egypt. We will. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And in the morning, then ye shall see the glory of the Lord, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Lord. And what are we, that ye murmur against us? Verse 8. And Moses said, this shall be when the Lord shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full. For the Lord heareth your murmurings,
right,
which ye murmur against him.
Right.
And what are you? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord.
Mm-hmm. What Christ say when they didn't when they hate you, they don't hate you. They hated me first. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. When they're against you, they're not really against you. They're against God. Real talk. Real talk. That's biblical. You know what I'm talking about? Everything Christ was speaking was biblical, and all he's doing is reading from the Old Testament. He's probably reading this and was like, I got a way to say it. Just like how we read the Bible when we go to camp, I got a way to say it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put it in today's time, in today's speaking. You know what I mean? Real talk. Christ probably talking to the YN. So I'm pretty sure he was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? You know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how he said it back then. You know what I mean? Because I was back then, but I don't know how he was. You know what I mean? What art thou? I don't know. What art thou y'all doing? You know what I mean? What's up, homie? What's good with y'all, bro? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like real talk. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Shakespearean. I like Shakespeare though. Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 9.
Is these the last 7 verses or?
No, he got to go through like 20 something. I texted it to you.
All the way to 22.
22. We got to go to 22.
Knock it out.
All the way through?
Mm-hmm.
Wayamar, Masha, Al, Aharon, Amor, Al, Kal, Ida, Banya, Yasha'al, Kwababa. It's like Kwababao, Lapanya, Yahweh, Kaya, Shema, Ah, Talanah, Yakam. Verse 10. Wayahaya, Karabar, Haran, Al, Ka, Ada, Banya, Yasha'al, Waya Panyawa, Al, Hamadabar, Wahana, Kabawal, Yakabawal, Yahweh, Nara'ah, Ba'aina, Yaba'ainan. Verse 11. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amar. Come on. Verse 12. Shema Athah. It's like Shema Athiyah. Ath. Thala. Thalawanath. It's like Banya. Yasha'al. Dabar. Alaham. La'amar. Banyan. It's like Bayan. Ha'ayar Bayam. Ta'akalaw. Bashar. Wababakar. Dasha. Dasha Bawa. Lakam. Waya the Itham. Kaya. Anaya. Yahweh. Allah Hayakam. Verse 13. Wayahaya. By Rob. Wasa'al. Hashalaw. Wasakas. Ath. Hamakana. Wabakwa. It's like Wababakwa. Hayatha. Shekabath. Hata. Sabayab. Lamakana. Verse 14. Watha'al. Shekabath. Hata. Wahana. Al. Panya. Hamadabar. Dak. Makasapas. Dak. Kakapar. Kakapaya. It's like Kakapar. Al. Ha'arataza. Verse 15. Raya wa'aw. Wanya. Yasha'al. Waya marwa. Ayash. Al. Akayaw. Man. Hawa'a. Kaya. La'a. Yada'aw. Ma. Hawa'a. Wayamar. Masha. Alaham. Hawa'a. Halakam. Ashar. Nathan. Yahweh. Lakam. La'akalam. It's like La'akala. Verse 16. Zah. Adabar. Ashar. Tazawa. Yahweh. Lakwataw. Mamanawa. Ayash. Lapaya. Akalawa. Amor. Lagala. Lagala. Masapar. Napashatakium. No. Napashayatha. No. Napashatayakam. Ayash. Lashar. Ba'a halaw. Takowa. Verse 17. Waya Aishwa. Kan. Banaya. Yasha'al. Ya. Waya Lakwataw. Hamarabah. Waha. Mama Ayath. Verse 18. Wayama Dawa. Baimar. Wala. Yup. Hamarabah. Waha Mamaayat La Hakasara. It's like Haka Sayar Ayash Lapaya. It's like yeah, Lapaya. Akalawa Lakwatao. Verse 19. Wayamar Masha Alaham Ayash Al Yawathar Mamanao I Bakwa. Verse 20. Wala'a Sama'awu Al Masha Waya Watharawa Anashayam Mamanao I Bakwa Wayaram Tawala Ayam Wayabaash Wayakwataza Sap Alaham Masha. Verse 21. Wayalakwataw Athaw Babakor Ayash Kapaya Akalawa Wakam Hashamash Wanamas. Verse 22.
Last verse.
Wayahaya Bayawam Hashashaya. Oh, Hashasha. Yeah. Lakwataw Lakam Mashana Shanaya Ha'imar La'akad Wayaba'aw Ka Nasha'aya Nashaya Aya Haida
Wagaya.
Wayaga
Wayaga.
Wayaga Yadawo. Yeah. La'asha it's like Lamasha. How's it?
Bring that down in English.
Verse 9. And Moses spake unto Aaron, saying unto the congregation of the children of Israel, come near before the Lord, for he hath heard your murmuring. Verse 10. And it came to pass, as Aaron spake unto the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. Verse 11. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 12, I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, at evening ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your God. Verse 13. And it came to pass that at even the quails came up and covered the camp, and in the morning the dew lay round about the host. Verse 14. And when the dew that laid was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoar frost on the ground. Verse 15. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, it is manna, for they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, this is the bread which the Lord hath given you to eat.
The Lord, men should live off bread alone. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that was bread though that they needed. But you know what I mean? There is also bread that we need that's not physical. You dig what I'm saying? It's not physical. And I'm okay. I know we black. When I mean bread, I ain't talking about money, y'all. You know what I mean? I say bread, black folks be like, I know, man, my pocket's dry. Like, no, not that type of bread. You know what I mean? I'm talking about living bread. You dig what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about the yeast in the bread either. See, black folks. Black, when I say black, I mean Hispanics too. Don't believe, don't. You know, someone don't leave them out. They black too. You dig what I'm saying? They blacker than us right now. Real talk. Real talk. Go ahead.
Come on, verse 16. This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. Gather of it every man according to his eating. And like an omer for every man, according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in his tents.
So you telling me that the Lord said, take every man of what you need, and not have a house with 70 rooms and 4 people in your house, but you got 70 rooms. That what you telling me? Right? Good. Read that one more time.
Oh, come on. This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. Gather it. It's like gather of it every man according to his eating.
Right.
And omer for every man according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in his tents.
So the Lord don't need a $67 million jet. The Lord don't need TD Jakes and his big mansions and $1 million. And Lord don't need all that. You don't need all that. You know what I'm talking about? You just need enough to sustain you and your household. You dig what I'm saying? Taking too much makes you greedy or gluttonous. You dig what I'm saying? That's talking about bread, talking about manna from heaven, and talking, you know what I mean? But it's also like explaining how much you don't need an abundance of it. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? How much do you really need? Is what he's saying, what he's asking. That I say that all the time. Like, how much money do you really need? How much you know what I mean? How much do you really need to sustain? Or do you need have a reservoir of money? You know what I mean? A well of money that you're not trying to give away, that you're not trying to help with the school, that you're not trying to do these things. That's basically what the Lord is telling people.
Mm-hmm.
Take what you need, yeah. Let the rest alone. That's like when he's talking about the letting the when you have a vineyard or a field, letting the extras fall over the fence. You know what I mean? You know who don't do that? America. You know what I mean? We didn't work for restaurants before, right? At the end of the day, they throw out all the food. When there's homeless people sitting right there across the street, why don't you just go take it to them? Hey, bro, we gonna throw it away. Have it. Yeah, have at it, bro. I know y'all hungry. Have at it. You know what I mean? But instead, they'll throw it away. You dig what I'm saying? They don't care about their own people. Why do you think they care about you? Only people that care about you is Commanding General Yohana, the Isupk, and the Lord. That's it. That's it. Real talk. And it take us, brothers that's barely making it broke, to go out and use our own resources to go feed homeless people. You know what I mean? When Donald Trump got millions and billions of dollars, and Elon Musk's got billions of dollars, and Jeff Bezos got millions of dollars and billions of dollars, and they don't want to help nobody. Nobody. Are y'all you have something to say?
You know, like when we do the Lord's Prayer and it says, "Give us this day our daily bread," it's literally referring to this example right here. You know what I'm saying? Where we had enough to get by. We're used to that. We're used to being depending on the day to day, you know, to make it through. The world gives us the mentality of all this prosperity and having abundance and having so much that you become overindulgent and everything. But I think that when the Most High keeps us humble like this, it's going to make it that much more useful when we do have more than enough, because we know we're not going to be selfish with it. We're not going to be trying to like you saying, like a little squirrel hiding all of his treasures in one spot and hiding it away from everybody else, keeping it to himself, because that's the mentality that the heathens have. But that's not how we need to operate.
Well, a squirrel, that's a good analogy, but squirrels are different. Nuts don't grow all year round.
That's true too.
You know what I mean? So he got to stock up and store for the winter. You know what I mean? Just like we have to stock up and store for the winter. You know what I mean? Real talk. Go ahead. That's
So
it.
we'll go. Hold on. Verse 17. And the children of Israel did so, and gathered some more, some less. Verse 18. And when they did meet it with an Omar, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. Verse 19. And Moses said, let no man leave of it till the morning. Verse 20. Notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moses, but some of them left of it until the morning, and it bared worms and stank, and Moses was wroth with them. Verse 21.
Right.
And they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating, and when the sun waxed hot, it melted. Verse 22. And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omars for one man, and all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. That's it.
Right. Ain't no such thing as snitching, huh? They snitched. They told me. I'm telling. Me too. I ain't gonna tell I ain't gonna tell what they call it. I ain't gonna tell the feds. I'm gonna tell Commander Junior Army. I ain't gonna tell the feds. I'm gonna tell Captain Yatazai. Ooh, you in trouble now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell Officer Dawada. Oh yeah, you in trouble after I tell Officer Dawada. Ain't that right, sir? Yeah. You in trouble now. Ooh. You dig what I'm saying? But that ain't no such thing as snitching in Israel, man. You dig what I'm saying? You see some injustices happening or something that somebody told somebody not to do, you go tell. You dig what I'm saying? A brother not supposed to be drinking, and you know brother not supposed to be drinking, and you see him drinking, hey, go tell. You dig what I'm saying? I'm telling on you. Ooh-wee. And you in trouble now. When the Lord finds, but the Lord is always the best, gives the best judgment. You know what I mean? What can you do? Find a brother or something? You know what I mean? The Lord will find. Mm-hmm. Lord spank you on your behind. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? Real talk. Have you fall flat on your face? But that's it. Excellent job reading. Excellent Sabbath service. That's it, right? Pay your tithes. Pay your Passover fee. You know what I'm talking about? Passover's coming up. Make sure all your travel arrangements is in effect, and in the make sure all your travel arrangements is locked down. There we go. Make sure everything is a-okay. Sleeping arrangements, all that, and make sure you pay your Passover fee. You know what I mean? I know you got the new J's. Make sure you got that Passover fee. I know you got the new boots. Make sure you pay your Passover fee. I know your garment is on fleek. They still use that? No. I know your garment. I know your garment is lit. They still use that? Thanks. You know what I mean? I know your garment is lit, but make sure that Passover fee receipt is lit too. You dig what I'm saying? That's it. Blow the chauffeur. Oh. But that people so perfect. Yeah.
Maya Shala.
Maya Shala.
Next is making a new scroll, y'all. You can do that together. A gold one. Gold. Black gold. Expensive.
All right, with that, a Majim, Sarb, which means to turn. Upon your Hakadam, which means to face towards the east. And we're going to finish with the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Taba'ah, Batzaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arat
Hashemayim.
Thalano,
Thalano.
Lacham,
Lacham.
Kal,
Kal.
Yawam,
Yawam.
Masalakno,
Masalakno.
Kabawakno,
Kabawakno.
Kasalakno,
Kasalakno.
Kabawakino,
Kabawakino.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Tabi'ayno,
Tabi'ayno.
Balasaiwan,
Balasaiwan.
Abo,
Abo.
Hawashayno,
Hawashayno.
Mayan,
Mayan.
Rai,
Right.
Ayat,
Ayat.
Laka,
Laka.
Hamalakwa,
Hamalakwa.
Wahala,
Wala'a.
Watarat,
Wala'a.
Lailamyan,
Amen.
Aman.
Come on. Now we're going to do the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father.
Our Father,
which art in heaven.
which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
Our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
We forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thou is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Okay. Do we blow the shofar one more time, right?
I don't. I'll do it anyway.
No, sir.
Oh, because the boys got to come up here too.
Yeah, when we go down.
How about Shimmy Al Shabrak? Yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Shabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Bashem Yoshabrak, yeah.
All right, well, y'all going up there?
Come on. Come on. All right, you ready? All right, we're going to mark the spot. On the back. Okay. Now, other hand. Here you go. Touch the stroke. Now, rock it out. Okay. Good, Baraka, yeah. All right, there you go, my brother. Young boys in the truth. You know what I'm talking about? Young boys in the
Hell
truth,
yeah,
ready to
man.
put the work
Right.
in. You know what I'm talking about? 6 going on 16.
That's facts. All right. And college.
With that, we're gonna salute out. Where you going? Where you at? Come on, I need y'all over here. Salute out. Y'all ready? Quit touching that window, man. You're gonna get it all dirty. All right. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat. Y'all give Matah. Now we're gonna give a salute. Sisters, one courtesy salute. All right. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amajim, Barak,
Yahweh Shabbat.
All right, y'all give Matah. Dismiss. But this is old. It's old school.
Oh, so, I thought they go like this.
Yeah, but it's old school. Either way is okay. Here, this is okay.